Yeah, you go. All right, if you want to just step up a little bit, little breath. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're here today, another edition of the Mobile Mailbox Money Vlog, day 2, Paper Trail Real Estate Note Conference here in Phoenix Chandler Golf Resort with Brett Burky. Brett, appreciate having you on the channel today. Maybe if you could just introduce yourself to the viewers that don't know you.
Hi, my name is Brett Burky. I'm one of the co-founders of Paperstac, supposed to buy and sell mortgage debt. And I've been, in the note industry for over 10 years now. So I've seen a lot of changes and yeah.
Seasoned professional. I've seen you at multiple real estate note conferences. What's kind of a trending item in notes right now? You guys have a lot of sellers of notes, brokering notes to buyers, get a good touch of a plethora of different debt instruments out in the market. Maybe you could just touch on a light trend you're seeing or some challenges you're seeing currently.
There's, it ebbs and flows. I guess the main thing I've been seeing mostly is the days of the bank originated stuff is kind of dried up in terms of like long assignment chains where you have stuff that was sold from this bank to this bank, this hedge fund. A lot of stuff we see now is just seller finance. That was all, someone gets a house, they fix it up, they clean it, get someone in there, season it for a couple months, and then they put it on the site and sell it. So that's mostly what we'll see there. We've seen a huge influx in land notes, which is something that a couple years ago we didn't even have on the site. They're there now, and then we started to really see we've got a big push now on our site to because we got the verticals of mortgage notes, land notes, and commercial. And now we're looking at business notes. And so business notes are something we're pushing over here today. Is just actual business, because there's a silver tsunami going on right now, which means that a lot of the baby boomers are retiring. They don't want to just straight up sell their business. They could finance returns so they don't have huge capital gains. And we're seeing a lot of that. We're seeing a lot of businesses that we're selling, and it's kind of new to me, still learning about it, but it's interesting what you can, they're unsecured notes, but with UCC licensings and all that stuff, you can take a lot of stuff if they don't end up paying. So it's interesting. It's different.
Yeah, a lot of utility provided by Paperstac. Historically, someone had to build valued and trusted relationships out in the market to find deal flow, or they can really just surf different asset classes within Paperstac for that passive diversification. Buying notes is more important now than ever because of hardships in, traditional real estate investment strategies, a lot of volatility in the stock market going on, whereas a high net worth individual can go surf publicly available opportunities on paperstac.com. Truly revolutionary. Was there another provider at all of what Paperstac's providing, or was that a first mover advantage?
No, there was FCI Exchange, which was predecessor to what we do, and that was we got a lot of ideas from them. But the thing that we solved that had always been the really hard thing is that a lot of the other sites, they would be more like listing sites, and when it came time to close, you did it the old-fashioned way, like getting in the email boxes, and you'd have you're buying this note from this guy and another note from the same guy. You're like sending different documents on each one, and so that was the mess. And there was no escrow, no audits, and so you just it was a listing site, and then it went Wild West. And so we changed it in the sense of we wanted the better transaction process, like escrow, audits, checks and balances, have software actually do everything. Our internal DocuSign, our own notary system. So that was the difference, and that's it. But I don't even know if we haven't really out there now, but what we have in that sense is kind of unique.
Being here at Paper Trail, it's quite interesting to rub shoulders with other seasoned operators, hedge fund managers, private investors, IRA investors. I think for the unseasoned individual that comes and attends these events, is worth its weight in gold, because you get to meet people just like Brett Burky out here and ultimately understand debt. Once you understand how to buy, transact, sell positions like that, it's truly life-changing at the end of the day. As an income oriented investment strategy, it's tough to find stuff like that outside of notes in a secured position for the individual that's not seasoned, that may go to Paperstack, that may feel like, they're throwing their hands up or whatever it may be. How would you encourage them, or what would you, recommend for them if they feel a little overwhelmed or whatever it may be? It's easy to feel that way.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean, if you come with a real estate background, it's just like another tool in your tool belt. I was kind of saying, if you already know real estate, this is a great item. If you don't, that doesn't really matter. It's understanding how to evaluate what is a good note. We have a huge academy, and we put out a ton of stuff resources wise. But then also know too, like if you do get in a transaction, we're right there. Like we're right. All you have to do is just hit a button and we jump on the transaction. And we've had it in the past where you've had buyers that were say, "Oh, I love this site because I can get prices that are cheaper than if I was buying it from somebody that was like in the middle." And then I had it from the other side where the hedge funds like, "I love this. I can sell at a higher price because I don't have to sell to the middle." So we're kind of connecting this to, and the way we can do that is through the technology, because literally all you have to, it's a to-do list. All you have to do is just go step by step. We had a guy one time say, "I was really nervous when I found out who I was buying this note from because it was a big hedge fund." But he said, "I knew as long as this follows your steps, I couldn't screw it up." And so if you're new, maybe get some education and attend events like this, or, watch YouTube, or we have an academy, go through that. And then I would say the main thing is just do it once, just get around the track. A lot of people that are new, they think they have to hit a home run. It's like, no, and think about the yield. Think, hey, I want to make a 12% yield. Okay, you learn how to do that in your calculator, and then you just go to the site. And if you shop like that, there's no emotion attached, because hey, look, this is all just numbers. If I can make my numbers work, I'll move forward. But actually getting in there and actually doing it, going through the motions, and then maybe setting up a safe search so you don't have to do, look every single day. Is there something new? Just set up a safe search on the criteria you want, and then when it comes in to the site, it'll come into your mailbox, and you click a button, jump on there, and review it. Pretty much the gist of what I would say for someone new.
A lack of comfortability comes from a lack of education. Once you get educated, you have your formal due diligence check boxes. At that point, to find a lower dollar amount transaction, to really just get the wheels rolling at that point, worth its weight in gold. You end up learning the do's and don'ts. And if it's a lower dollar amount, it's not going to hurt all that much if you do mess it up.
Yeah.
So highly encouraged, here in Phoenix, Chandler, Arizona real estate specialist here, Alden Guajardo with Mobile Mailbox Money and Silvercrest Opportunity Fund at Paper Trail Real Estate Note Conference, day 2, here with Brett Burky. Brett, appreciate having you on the channel today. View paperstac.com. Brett, how would someone contact you if they wanted to?
Just Brett at paperstac.com. That's it.
Boom. Today's brought to you by Silvercrest Opportunity Fund, income-oriented investments, 506C, Paper Trail Real Estate Note Conference 2025. Brett, appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Bam, bam, bam.
Perfect. Good.